Hey, boys and girls, we're getting a two for today because about a month ago I picked up a comic book and just saw that it was called Battle Beast. Wasn't really paying too much attention, which is how I picked up a episode. How I picked up issue number two. So to figure out what was going on, I had to pick up issue number one, and going to tell you a little bit about what I think of this one. First and foremost, yes, I completely and utterly missed it. It is part of Invincible. You think with a name like Battle Beast, I would have picked up on that, but it just. I think part of my brain was just, if you're a child of a certain age, that's if you're a person of a certain age, I can speak English today. Back when I was like second grade, there was these little toys called Battle Beasts. I always thought they were kind of cool. That's where my brain went. It's been a while since I watched the last episode of Invincible that I've seen. So completely missed that connection. Invincible universe, I just thought it was some universe they were creating. Like the Marvel universe or, whatever. So, no, it's Invincible. It is that Battle Beast. What I will tell you on this comic book, if you have not either watched or read Invincible, I don't think this is a great comic. In the fact that you're following the main character, there's nothing redeemable about this guy. It is a villain comic, but if it's a villain you're not familiar with, then you probably don't care about the backstory. However, if you have watched or read Invincible, then yes, we are following the story of Battle Beast. He is one of the bad guys from that comic book. That's not a spoiler. He never pretends to be anything else. He's always working for the bad guys. But yeah, if you go that route, then this one might be interesting for you. This is well, again, if you're used to Invincible, you already know this. This is a blood and guts comic book. I don't know that it's got any over the top prose going on. I don't know that it's got any excellent background story. This is just about a guy who's out there to kill everything until he finally finds whatever can kill him. Uh, think of him as kind of like the Hulk, except for without there is no Bruce, and also he's got certain tendencies that I probably can't say that word on YouTube. You know exactly what I'm talking about. He's looking to not. He's looking to go out with his boots on, as they would say. He's not looking to, grow old. Yeah. Anyhow, is it if you like fighting, if you like Invincible, this one's going to be right up your alley. If you want a comic that's got more story based, I don't know if this one is up your alley. Again, we're only on issue two. Maybe they're setting something up. I'm assuming they're setting something up, but you're not getting that right off the get go. Yeah, this is basically just uh, didn't check how many pages there were in this comic, but let's say if there's 24 pages, it's probably half fighting and half sitting on a ship getting to the next place to fight. That's kind of how it goes. At the end of issue two, there is a setup for something that's going to happen. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody in case you do want to pick up the comic. Uh, but I do say go into this knowing full well that you probably want to watch or read Invincible first, and then you're going to enjoy this a whole lot more. It's hard to give this one a rating if you're going to rate this comic book on its own and not as an extension of the Invincible universe. Right now, I'm probably leaning towards a 3. I mean, it's okay. It's not making me throw my, I'm not throwing it across the room, but also I'm not going around telling people, oh man, you've got to see this. That being said, as part of the Invincible universe, I would say this is probably a 4 and can go either direction. If you've always liked the character and you've been interested in, the background story and, finding out a little bit more about him, this definitely could lead up to something. But again, that's a downside of rating, issues 1 or maybe even issues 1 or 2 of a series, is a lot of it's set up, and I don't know where it's heading yet. So make up your own mind. If you were looking for something, if you loved Invincible and you didn't know about this and you were looking for more stuff in the universe, pick this up. If you have no connection to the Invincible universe and you don't care about it, there's no reason to grab this comic. That's just my 2 cents. Again, this may be a 5-star comic down the road after we get through that first series issues, that first series of issues, and figure out where the story is going. But I have to rate it on what I've got on hand, and so far, that's kind of where I stand on it. I figured this is one of those weird ones where you're gonna already know if you're gonna like this comic or not if you've watched Invincible. I do believe that I don't, who is it? Ryan Otley's on this one. I don't know about Robert Kirkman, but I do know that Ryan Otley was also part of the Invincible series, and I also know he did Haunt as well, which is a series that I actually did like. So there you go. And then they've got Annalise Leon here. Before I put him back in the bag, I forgot to check to see who all that was. I believe Ryan is the artist. Ryan, if I'm wrong, I apologize. All right. That's it. Hope you guys found some good comics you like, and I will catch you later.